Okay. I feel like I'm back. Like, I feel like I'm not getting fuzz and static and noise anymore. I can't honestly tell. So I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna wait for one of my other monitors to update, so I can see. But this is really weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting clear audio now. That was awful, because I could hear it off on my side. I always have another like computer or a tablet or TV or something that plays my stream how someone else would see it. You know, not logged in on my account or anything like that, just so I always know kind of what the viewer is seeing. There's always delay because, like, I mean, when I have the headphones in, so I can't always listen to it, but it is there, so I can be aware of it. I can't always look at it because it is off on the other side. I have a monitor here, and then, you know, the screen over here. And if I'm completely enraptured in something, it can be hard to tell, but that was really weird. That was really weird. Anyways, hello everyone. Officially, welcome to stream. Here it is on a Monday. This would, again, normally be a day that we do stream. I'm debating whether or not we want to go tomorrow. I don't think so. We took Sunday off, and it's just like one of those things, like, I'm thinking of how the schedule may be, right? Because I want to stick with Friday and Saturday. That's definitely 2 days that I want to stream. I'm thinking Mondays because, like, it's the start of the week. Everyone kind of feels a little iffy on the start of the week, so why not have something kind of great and fun and fantastic to distract people from the start of the week? So if we do Monday, Friday, and Saturday, that's 3 days already. Then we just need one more. So do I want to take 3 days off a week? I probably should. I'm not a full-time streamer. I probably should take 3 days off a week instead of just doing 2. So I think we'll do... I mean, we'll probably just stick with the same schedule, but do I want to take 1 day off, come back Monday, take Tuesday off, come back Wednesday? Or do I just want to do Monday, Tuesday, take off Wednesday, come back Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Or do I want to just do Monday... Actually, yeah, that would be 3 days. Yeah, maybe Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is a good stream schedule then. I'd like to keep one of my weekends off so that I have time to do things, but I'll probably update that with an official schedule. My biggest thing was with me and my depression and ADHD is adhering to a schedule, right? I never know where my mind is going to be at any given day. It's usually in good places now when I'm streaming, but that's not always like a guarantee. And that's the thing I'm worried about, is like when I have a schedule and I know I have to do something, I get a little downcast sometimes. When it feels a little bit more random, like I'm choosing to do it that day, like I didn't set in stone days in advance or a week in advance, like I just chose to do it that day. It always feels a little bit more like my brain is ready and be like, yeah, you do want to do this thing today, so let's do it. Even though in some ways, like yesterday I said, oh, I'll be back tomorrow. It's this weird thing that my brain has. It's like I had to fool myself into wanting to do certain things. It's strange. Anyways, I'm rambling. There are some things I want to do here real quick before we start stream. Like I said a few days ago on stream, sometimes I just want to check like the Xbox YouTube channel or the PlayStation or Nintendo Switch YouTube channel just to see if there's any new trailers that popped up that I may have not seen. And of course, there always are. So we're just going to watch 3 quick trailers. One's a little bit longer. 2 games I've never heard of. So this could, the quality could completely vary. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to double check and just to look at. So this one is the Sorrowverse, a faceless short story. I always love these like short kind of games, and I'm curious to see how it goes. So let's see what this one's all about. All right, one of those walking sims. That's such a derogatory term in like the gaming landscape. I actually end up enjoying these games, like Whatever Happened to Edith Finch or something like that. I remember playing Everybody Goes to the Rapture. These games can be fun, no doubt. Explore alternate routes and outcomes. Ooh, especially if it's got some like psychological, like kind of horror elements in it. Obviously, the quality is could vary drastically. So it's a little bit of a spooky game, if you will. Animations on some of them are a little strange, but if it's only like a 3 or 4 hour game, I'm here for it. Release Wyatt from his torment. Set them free, Wyatt. Yeah, all right. Looks like it's a little bit of cheap jump scares in there, but I don't know. Like I said, I always like watching trailers. That trailer did nothing really to sell me on that game. It looks very. They could have spent a little bit more time on that trailer. That's just my opinion there. Let's see. This is Eternal Threads, the announcement trailer. Never heard of this game before. Short one, just a minute long.
Early experiments in time travel released massive amounts of chronal particles into the time stream, with devastating results.
All 6 subjects must be saved, and you are only authorized to alter the decisions they made in the week before they die.
Temporal crossover in 5 seconds. If we are to have any hope of restoring the time stream, then we must employ the very cause of the problem itself.
Whoa.
Time travel. 3.
Alright, time travel's a little iffy sometimes.
We must be very cautious. The risks of direct interference are potentially greater than what we have.
Yeah, you gotta have a really good idea there to implement time travel. Dark Oblivion Sky, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Thank you for being here. We're just watching some quick trailers, some new games and stuff before we jump into some more Final Fantasy VII. Sometimes I just like watching trailers and seeing what's out there to kind of get us going in. Friendrear, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh my god, you guys are so nice. I seriously do appreciate this. Man, now I just kind of want to jump in. Final Fantasy VII? I wish. Rio Rex? I believe if I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for the follow. You guys are super nice. I haven't even started playing the game yet. I'm just sitting here chatting. And you guys are being super nice to me today. I appreciate it very, very much. We will be getting into Final Fantasy VII here in just a moment after this last little trailer. I don't know if we'll watch this entire thing. I'm not super hyped into Saints Row in the current form that it is in, but I always like to give things a certain try and see if they can capture me. May not have gushed about how amazing you are before hey ended. Oh, well. So, Dark Oblivion Sky, you stream as well. I will have to check you out here in a minute. I did not know that you were a streamer as well. What games do you play? Final Fantasy 14? I'm sorry? Did I say 7? Did I say 7? I'm at 14, y'all. Okay, I will be wary, but I'll check out some of your past stuff and see how maybe you reacted to certain things.
Freedom to express yourself in the weird,
I always love
wild
supporting
west.
other streamers.
You've never seen anything
I did say
like this
7.
before, so buckle up.
Slip of the tongue, I'm
Out
sorry.
here, it's every boss for themselves. We're gonna give you the lay of the land.
She gushes about people she likes walking. Listen, I think that's what it's all about, though. Like, you find something you enjoy, let people know. Ain't nothing wrong with enjoying certain
People
things.
come to Santo Eliso
But I do appreciate it.
because it's a
It
place
feels
to
good
be
that, you know,
to
people
hear you to
enjoy
you.
content that you put out. It that means a lot. Thank you so much. I really don't have the words for it. I wish I could be a little bit more eloquent
Show off
about
your
it.
personal
But
clothing style.
just know that in my heart, I really do
Shirts,
appreciate it.
Shoes and hats to full combos, underwear,
Gotcha. Okay.
overwear, and even.
Well, I will still go check you out and see what you got to offer. Okay, so they're still sticking with the wild and zany Saints Row, huh? Okay. I guess that makes sense. They wouldn't really revert back to like the mercenary days or the Saints Row 2.
Down to your eyebrow color.
Wow.
Anyone can build their entire look around anything. Like
What?
skin, control the type, texture, tint, gloss,
Okay.
scars, and even
Okay, hold on one
muscle
second.
data.
Now, I know a lot of y'all are pretty new here. I just need to explain something about me personally, Lamoura here. I am a huge fan of character creators. I I will buy a game just for a character creator. In fact, I have done it twice now. The one that comes to mind specifically was Code Vein. That game I ended up playing through and enjoying, but I originally got it because I was seeing some crazy screenshots of what you could do with a character creator on Twitter. I was like, I need that shit. I need that shit in my veins right now. If this character creator is actually this in depth, I might have to get this new Saints Row just for the character creator. That's like sex to me.
Uniquely different. Asymmetrical face customization is a first. So smear on some lipstick.
Asymmetrical face custom? What the frick?
Your age for once.
Okay. Okay.
Real mature in those form-fitting undies.
That's what we need from next gen. More customization.
It's about shaping the whole package. Above and below.
Okay, that's a little much. That's a little much. I might be banned from Twitch for that, but you know, here we are.
To provoke a reaction from the crowd. Maybe not always the one you're looking for, but hey, fuck them, right?
This is
The only way that could be
wild.
better
Is if you put on a fucking shirt.
Okay. You know, car customization, that doesn't really intrigue me as much. I'm sure that's awesome and crazy and stuff.
And make your chariot battle ready.
Wow. Alright, so now we're just skipping through some stuff. This was cool. Not like my favorite of thing, weapon customization. That's awesome as well.
Alright, listen up.
Crib. Alright, cool. Nothing really, I guess, in a way, is selling me on like the experience of selling me on the experience of Saints Row, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's get into 14. Let's get into 14. Every once in a while, I just like to do that, just to see what's out there. I just like gaming. I like trailers. I like seeing what's there. Especially since we don't really have like an official E3 anymore. I kind of need to go and do that on my own. All right, let's just get out of that so you guys don't see my login. Okay. 3.4, huh? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I often get lied to here on stream whenever whenever I ask like rhetorical questions and stuff. I'm pretty sure I was told 3.3 was what? Maintenance. Again? It's at like 2 a.m. I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I was told that 3.3 was kind of like the intermediary between heavy story elements, right? Because I was like, oh man, there's only like 6 quests in this one. And you're all like, yeah, they do that after like, you know, a really heavy story moment. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, totally, that makes sense. I wasn't prepared. Y'all lied to me. I wasn't prepared for it. Heavensward came through and hit me with a sledgehammer with the feelings. Let me make sure I get all my stuff set up. It should be all good though while we log on. Alright. So we're on 3.4, huh? This is going to be 10 total quests. After that, we go on to 3.5.5. Okay. There's a good chance, depending on how long these ones take, if it's a lot of story, it may take the full 4 hours that we play. And then we have to come back on Tuesday, tomorrow, and finish up the last 2 parts of the patches. But hopefully we can get through this. My question here really for chat today is about the Coils of Bahamut. I would like to do those. I would really like to do those. But these are considered savage raids, if I'm not mistaken, on like their difficulty level. I want to get them done before we get to Stormblood. I just don't know if it's possible if we did it unsynced and I had like a group of like 3 or 4 or whatever, would we be able to get through it with like level 80 and 90 characters even though I'm only level 65? Or is that just something really not worth it? I don't really know. I'm 70% certain you can solo them. It might be something, if you're willing, then I might ask you if you want to party up and do the coils. Now, the question really is, how long are those, right? There's like 4 or 5 coils or something like that. Is that going to be like a couple hours? Is that going to be 20, 30 minutes? Like, I don't want to ask you to dedicate time into something, especially now that I know you're a streamer as well. I don't know. It's kind of, I need to scoot this way. It's kind of one of those things, like, I want to do it, but I don't have a dedicated party. It shouldn't take too long. Do we want to give it a try, Dark Oblivion Sky? Are you willing to unsync it with me? I can also see if I can send a message out to Epsilon. I can see if he's around and willing. He may have another day that he can do something like that for. Say less, I'm switching over. True champion. Alright, just gonna send out the message over to Eps. I should have done this before. But here we are. I just thought about it, honestly. After a full day of work, my brain don't always work the way that I want it to. I guess we could do our class quest, though, in the meantime, while everyone's kind of getting ready for it, right? See if here's possible answer. Okay. Is it possible to complete the Coils of Bahamut unsynced with a party of 3 or so? Hold on, let me fix that. Autocorrect came through. Alright, if it is possible, it's something I want to do. If not, we'll probably do... Hold on, what's my currency? I have 355 tombstones. I need to see if maybe I can buy a new piece of something. I think I need 500 for pants. You're not the person I want. I need to go to Heavensward area. I need to go to Ishgard. I think you can complete all but maybe 2 due to split mechanics. Damn. So you really do need, like, the full thing. Now, really, the thing is, at this point, would it just be better? Like, because as someone who doesn't really have, like, a dedicated party, would it be better just to watch the cutscenes? Oh, really? You did them yourself? And others for them? I mean, like, worst comes to worst, we get either we wipe and die and we can't do it, or we do hit a roadblock, and at that point I just, like, jump on and I'll probably just watch, like, the cutscenes online or something. But that was before the changes were made. Okay. Dark Oblivion in chat say that it may be solo. I think we're going to try it if you want to jump in. Nope, not sure. Okay, yeah. So let's give it a try. Miss Dark Oblivion Sky, let me know when you are ready. Actually, I can see on social, my friends list, when you come through. Let me know when you are, like, officially ready. I can send a friend. I can always send a invite to party, and then you can join whenever you want. I do not know when or where to activate the Coils of Bahamut. That should be something I look up. Let's see, the Coils of Bahamut quest. Let's see. It starts from Urianger. Okay. Okay. It starts from Urianger. So that means we need to go to Horizon. Horizon. And we'll see where we go from here. Ready whenever you are. Alright, we'll have to unfortunately do a bit of the dialogue here, because I definitely don't want to skip the cutscenes or any kind of information that I could get about coils. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? But we'll give it a sport and try. A level 65 tank and a level 90 Reaper. Nope, Dancer. I think that's a Dancer symbol, right? It is Dancer. Sweet. I don't think I've seen you as a Dancer before. I think during most of the combat and stuff, you've been Reaper, so kind of excited to see what you look like as a Dancer. And really, the thing that was the catalyst for me wanting to try coils was Alizé's introduction or reintroduction at the end of 3.3, right? We saw her, so that means she's coming back in, and I'm almost positive that Coils of Bahamut is more explanation on their story, the twins. So I think we should kind of do that. I'm not sure which quest starts this. In a Titan spot? No, okay. Questline Bahamut quest. What? Which one starts this? Coils Bahamut. Okay. Extreme established rates or roulette mentor such a duty for okay. Also, if I want to go through those, okay. Do I need to do any of these, or is one of these the quest that I need to choose? Primal Awakening, maybe? No. Primal Fear? I don't know which quest starts this. Actually, it looks like it's Primal Awakening, right? It looks like it's Primal Awakening. I'm going to assume it's Primal Awakening. When the Sonari moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. Yep, okay, sweet. A new primal has vowed. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. But by their hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished, as each returned to the Aether. 'Twas observed that tremors foreshadowing this 4th grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, the being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet, even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways. I hate the way that Urianger talks, dude. It's like reading Shakespeare. It fucking sucks. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldst assist her, however so thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, they went to Wineport, go there to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. Be right back. Alright, we won't start it until you let me know you're ready. Obviously, I still have a bunch of reading to do. Alright, so to Wineport, that's where we need to go next. Let's see. At 90 perhaps, I had no luck with Savage, and I needed 15 to 20 minimum. 15 to 20 people? Well, like I said, we'll give it a try. If it works, it works. There she is. Holy shit. So this isn't just like run into her. Like she's actually we were supposed to run into her a long time ago. So that would have been a reintroduction in Heavensward. Wow. Okay. It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alizé Leveleur, I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hands, the Black Wolf is slain, and his ultima weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage. That much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalmun's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with etheric currents, creating vast confluences of aether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Obsidians and extends to only the god knows where. Welcome back. Despite appearances, Castrum Obsidians is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius von Balasar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the aether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this wound. Or maybe she said world. I didn't even see that, to be honest with you. This world. She said world. Ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of this cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Morna. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely on others, and have thus far handled matters alone, yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and the Scions. I mean, she brings up a point. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Obsidians straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I'm to have the hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, I pray report your success to Storm Private Jabroni over here. You may consider her my assistant here in Winepoint. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way. 12 speed your way, Morna? Sure. If we can't get through, I know someone who may be willing to help go through them. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Again, I always had that little hesitation of asking random people, but like, if they're completely willing, I don't see a reason why we can't. We can enlist some more. Now, Party Finder, I refuse to do. That is a step beyond my anxiety that I'm not willing to to go out and do. I would need some serious motivational talking. Person's not here, but they're very close. Is it in this little alcove? Uh-huh. I should be able to just walk right past these guys, thankfully. Okay. Exploratory site gates. Fight your way through Castrum Obsidians. Okay, done. Now we just report back. Easy peasy. Barely had to do anything on that one. And I think if we can't do this, if we abandon the quest, well, no, because we'll finish this one, so we can't really technically replay this part of the quest. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I just always like doing things kind of in a certain order. Like if I start something, I kind of want to finish it as well, sort of deal. But it doesn't really matter. Where's this person at? Further out this way? Here. Right, finish work, here now. So what do? So we're thinking of me and Dark Oblivion Sky, and if you're willing, going through the coils of Bahamut. Dark Oblivion Sky, they said they did it solo, or at least a majority of it solo. So we were wondering if we did it unsynced with at least 2 level 90s and me at 65, would it be possible? Or is it just one of those things, like you said, where you did it with another person, but like not a full like raid squad, right? So we're not thinking of the Crystal Tower raids, where you had to have 3 separate groups doing 3 separate mechanics just to advance, right? Only unknown is really White Raven, which I don't know what the hell that is, so I'm going to assume that you guys do. But if we can get at least some of it done and then come back later, that's perfectly okay with me. Or at least some of it done and then we watch, like, I don't know, the rest of it on YouTube. I just want to get the story and I want to see what it is. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'd rather try it than just put it off and then forget about it. And then we're in Endwalker and we still haven't done the coils. I've been expecting you, Lamoura. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Obsidians. So that's where it's to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. I'm Jabroni. Jabroni is my name, and it is an honor to serve Lady Alize. Though for reasons of convenience at present, I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges. You see, in particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alize of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath the Castrum Obsidians. For my lady's sake, as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. Okay. Primal Awakening, at the very least, has been done. I think it's turn 9, but unsynced it should be fine. I've gone through all of it with another person. I don't know how much that's changed since they did the changes in Endwalker. I know for sure Savage can't be soloed, or at least haven't had luck with that. Maybe with a few other people it can be done, I think. Checking turn 9 real quick. Alright. Interesting. We'll see. So, when Epps is able to get out of that. Vape died. Heard that. So, Epps, whenever you're ready, just let us know. I mean, turn 9, that's 9 quests, essentially, and 9 dungeons or whatever that we can at least get through, if I'm understanding what this is, right? So, if we can get a majority of it done, I don't really care. But let me know when you're ready, Epps, when your investigation has fully bared fruit. In the meantime, I do want to see if something else can change. Let's see if we can change this back to A and D. Let's go with that. Okay, so now I can actually move more appropriately. I was always getting really mad that my backward walk and, I guess you could call it, my angled backward walk was a slow walk, because I had strafe there before. I mean, at the very least, if this doesn't work, we have other things we can do, so I'm not too upset if it's something that can't be done. We still have patch 3.4 to go through. We have 3.5, all that fun stuff, the rest of Heavensward, so absolutely not upset. If we get through a lot of those really quickly, we can do the Hildebrand questline. There's so much that we can do, so much I haven't done, so I'm not worried at all if this doesn't work out. Social friends list, we'll just chill here. I don't know if Kit is on. I don't know if she'd be willing to also help if we had, you know, essentially 4 people, 3 of them being level 90 and above. We may be a little bit more safe to do it. But we can see. I mean, in the meantime, I could probably just do my class quest. I don't know how long Epps is going to be. Welcome back. Still waiting on Epps to come back with a confirmation. He's in another world right now, so I can't even add him to the party. So when you guys say like turn, right, like turn 9, let's say, that's what you guys were talking about. Is it like turn 1 is one section of the dungeon and then you go through turn 9? Or is it like you do turn 1, exit out, talk, get some story, do more quests, come back, do turn 2? Maybe. Just got to be aware of the mechanics to a degree. I mean, but like if you guys are just bursting things down before mechanics need to worry. Each raid is a turn. Okay. How many are there total? Because 9 is way more than I thought. I thought it would be like 3 or 4. That's a lot of turns. There are 13, and we cannot burst it down. So, in your honest recommendation, with 3 people, 1 at 65 as a tank, another as a 90 dancer, and whatever class you're going to choose, I'm assuming it may be healer. Is this even worth it? Should we just consider this a bust and do something else? Binding is 5, second is 4 turns, final is 4 turns. Oop. Oh yeah, adventure plate. I also need to do that. I just don't know. I mean, we can manage it 3 through 4 probably. Okay. I mean, let's just have fun. Let's give it a try. What's not for stream if we make mistakes and just have some laughs and goofs all along the way, right? All right. Regardless, we can probably push a 9 without complications. All right. All right. There's a ready check, right? I can always do that too. Just gotta be when we hit a roadblock. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's give it a try, squad. Turn 1 and through turn 5. All right. Let's see. So let's make sure that we unrestrict. We confirm. Number 1. Let's just make sure everything else is cleared. Cool. 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 Tuntana is the other minor roadblock. Okay. Hey, if we hit a roadblock, we hit a roadblock, right? Eps, keep off tank stance. Do you want me to keep off tank stance? Tank stance won't matter much, okay? Sorry, I was putting in party chat in this. I don't know how long the delay between you hearing me and everything else is. Well. Shit. Here we go. Let's get ready to die. Can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so no healer. just 2 tanks. Hopefully that will be alright. The scar left by the calamity. I can scarce breathe for the sulphuret of aether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of aether was inconveniently altered 5 years ago. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes in here, aren't there? Behold, one of the objects that caused the alteration, a fragment of lesser moon Dalmund. Ancient Alad created Dalmund, or meteor, to use the Garlean name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. I know that mount. Amazing. Dalmund's internal defenses still function in spite of everything, a testament to the ingenuity of the Alligans. The Garlands seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I'm certain of it. This music sounded pretty good, though. We're about to come face to face with the secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. Damn, dude. I'm loving this version of the song. Alright. Let's freaking go. Ah, this is easy. No problems. Super easy. You guys were worried. Famous last words. Famous last words. Alright. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of cutscenes and talking in this. I'm sorry that you guys had to sit through this. I guess I could skip them and then watch them in the in-room. Ah, God's preserve. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. At Cartanel, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the Dreadworm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished, withered to no one knew, until this day. I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did Grandfather defeat him, or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we are to learn the truth. I also hope that this explains why or how they thought the moon would be a good prison when, if Bahamut was to be released, right? If he was just to break his confines of his own, he would be out in space? Like, does he just survive that? I guess he's a primal, but was he able to just come back to Earth and do his reign of terror after? Which is kind of weird. Jesus, that tank just going through, missing everything. Alright. Fuck it. Getting carried hardcore. I'll be lucky if I get one shot on anything. Love it. It's like a theme park ride at Disney. Love it. You guys are awesome. Dancer's got range. Tank's got survivability. Okay, so I do a pretty good amount of damage. Not that much, actually. Never mind. You guys are definitely doing most of the work. I do hate the way that these Aether crystals look, though. This weird orange just kind of reminds me of mushed carrots. Or peaches or something, like baby food. Alright, we've seen one of these before as a regular creature. Do your sit-ups in between fights. I love it. Gotta train up, guts up, if you will. Can't be found lacking. Easy. Best Final Fantasy XIV player in existence. No one can stop me. Glad I'm doing this solo. Cool. Whoa, 8 pieces of loot. Jesus. Wow. I don't know if I'll have enough inventory space for all this. Okay, so that was the first turn. Cool. Sweet. I guess we'll queue in for turn 2. That was a lot faster than I was expecting. I was expecting each turn to be 15-20 minutes or something, like a full-fledged dungeon. I guess it would have been harder if it's you guys weren't literally 40 levels above it. Okay, that's much better. Each turn is a bit different. Fair enough. I was just seriously expecting like 15-20 minutes for each of them, though. And I was just like, this is going to be a 3-hour adventure. And it may still be a 3-hour adventure. Who knows? Imperial Exploratory Site, 912 yalms. Honestly, because you guys are just like straight up carrying me, I just get to listen to the music, and that's always fun. Just being able to listen to the good Final Fantasy XIV music. Have been increased by 30%. Maximum HP damage dealt. What the hell? Even entered due with unrestricted. Okay, interesting. Probably shouldn't just take this to the face, but it'll be fine. Oh, absolutely nothing wrong with taking it to the face. Oh, we lost one. I'm sorry. Love it. Man, again, I've said it multiple times, but it is so true. The Alags need like a fucking interior decorator or something. These guys suck at making cool looking environments. Their architecture sucks. I should probably also change my title here. Alright, that's it for that. Bunch of that. Where did you guys go? How do I get out of here? Hello? Excuse me. What? Down, maybe? How do I get out of here? Oh, I'm lost. Okay, this looks like it's it. Y'all just left me. I didn't know where I was going. Everything looks the same around here. Alright, let's see. Oh, hold on before I enter into the next one. I'm just going to update my tile real quick, because we're not doing Heavensward right now. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, updated, and let's enter in. Turn 3. I guess I don't... Do I need to choose all of that at the beginning? Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's do it this way. I haven't even checked any of the loot that I was getting. Oh, this one? Great. I love when the person who's the most experienced is like, oh boy, this one. Hold on to your butts, everybody. Engine room 1233. All right, keeping tabs wherever you go. Oh, oh, dude! I didn't think I was. I thought that we were trying to go for that big platform over there. Boom. Stand on this to get launched. Okay. Bunch of launch pads. You'll love to see it. Oh, so like you stand on the thing on the direction you want to go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weird. That's a little weird. Oh, silent terminal. Looks like we interact with this. Oh, okay. So you activated it, and then that's going to activate the jump pad. Imagine being a researcher of this area and needing to check, like, I don't know, section 42. Like, you're the engineer who has to check section 42. So you have to take these jump pads every day into work. How fucking nasty is that, huh? You think there's, like, access tunnels somewhere that we could have found? Oh, uh-oh. Hope that was the right way. Oh, boy. Okay. Whew, you guys are here. That could have been bad. I just activated a jump pad and went the wrong way. Jesus, it's like, how did people figure this out? They had to hit each jump pad and just, like, hope that it went to the right area? We lost Eps. You good, bud? Did we lose you somewhere? Did we go the wrong way? Alright, I guess we'll just go on. Oh, we might have gone the wrong way. Alright, always until we get back to where we were. Oh, there you are. How did you get here? How did you get here? We didn't. What kind of bullshit? Ah, I hit the earlier one. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, the reason why you were like this one, because it's literally sprint the dungeon. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Hello? Thank you. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a very fun dungeon so far. I could imagine even like if these fights even took like a minute or two, even like 45 seconds each, this would be hella annoying. I'd be like, alright, we get it, game. Oh, that's it? Really? That's not even enjoyable in the slightest bit. I can see why you're talking about this. We were on turn 4, right? Jesus, that's not great. That was not a great one. Yeah, fantastic, huh? I would be so pissed if we waited for a new turn and that's what we got. Did I skip over the cutscene? Oops. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Slay all enemies. Drive cylinder. 1,524 yongs. Now elevator boss. Oh jeez, these things are already like practically dead. Yo, look at this dreadnought. Yo, this thing's sick, bro. I love it. I mean, it was ugly as all living sin, but it was super cool. Oh, okay, I take it back. I don't like anything in this dungeon. These guys all suck. Clockwork soldiers. I don't even get to get any skills off. God damn. I'm joking. This is fantastic. I feel like a princess, you know? Liam, I'm a beautiful man. I appreciate it. I feel like an ugly ogre, but thanks. How you doing today, Gary? How's your Monday treating you? Well, you're still at work, right? So your Monday's still happening. How was the new podcast from yesterday? Silent terminal, or do I touch this? Is this how I exit? I'm gonna assume this is how I exit. That's not how I exit. Leave duty? Hell yeah. Yes. Alright, so this is the final one then, right? No, you said there's more. So like there will be more that come through after this. You said there's 13? No podcast this week thanks to snow causing internet problems on Saturday. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, bro. Well, you know, you deserve a nice relaxing day to not worry about internet content, you know? Hopefully you just, after shoveling, you know, the driveway and all that stuff, kicked your feet up, drank some hot cocoa or hot beverage of your choice. Happy anniversary. How many years? It's been closer to a decade than not, right? 8 years or something like that, you said? Or am I mistaken with someone else? This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero at hand. Gods, that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. This resembles a finger. Because I'm pretty sure that's a claw, bro. Pretty sure we're on the hand of Bahamut. And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. 8 years married, 10 years together. Congratulations, brother. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I had assumed that Bahamut's reversion to Aether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm. But if he's still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it, then, that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There is still so much we do not know about Cartanau. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Gary, have you ever had the pleasure of doing the Coils of Bahamut here in 14? Do you want me to go stand on A? Is that what this means? Hold on, let me see. That's for later? Okay. Alright. These were the bosses that you were saying were kind of like a possible roadblock, huh? Not so much. Not so much the case. I got to where you are right now, back when this was new. If you were off of work, I'd offer you to join in this since we're doing it unsynced. Get you through the rest of it. Look how happy we are. That was stupid easy. What do you mean that was for later? Oh, is this how we exit, maybe? What is this? What do you mean this was for later? Also, how the hell do I get out of here? Help! I'm stuck! Again! What's up with these areas not having, like, distinct, exit areas? Okay. Can I just, like, leave? I don't know if abandon duty is the right thing I should have done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit, where the hell am I? Well, did I just fuck it up? When in doubt, go down? I don't want to just jump off of random things. Okay. Activate the lift? I don't know if I'm doing this right. I might have fucked up, y'all. Nice. This contraption is used to control the saturation of ether. I suppose there is only one way to find out. So if we've only gotten up to turn 5 right now, does that mean the other ones got released per patch, or was it per expansion? The dragon you vanquished earlier, doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption about its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description used to enslave the creature. Ancient Alec possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure, it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Alex. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. Something I love about the game, though, is that there are easy raids that you can do with randos, and then there are these where you have to communicate. So it's down. It's satisfying to take it down. Yeah, I could imagine. It was staggered per patch release. Raids, both normal and Alliance, are released in alternating sets up to 3. Yeah, the ancient Allegans definitely abide by the rule of excess, the rule of cool and not function. That's for sure. Gods be good. There's the oh shit. I don't think that's a heart. I think that's just a giant crystal of most likely Aether that he's using to stay alive. Anyways, this is Bahamut's head. That's dark Aether too. And that enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it was a heart. Then the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time. No, 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 no! This can't be true. This would mean that Grandfather died for naught. The question being, is it reforming itself, or was that all that was left? Confound it! We do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Who is that? No, it can't be. Louisois? And somebody else. Grandfather, is it truly you? Holy shit, it really is him. Who's the other goober, though? I wonder if his Aether Spirit has just been trapped here. No, don't leave me again, please! Grandfather! Yeah, I wonder if it's because, like, Bahamut has such, like, high Aether concentration that Louisois' ethereal, like, form has been able to stay. I know. We can do no more for now. Interesting. Maybe. Who's to say? The classic Final Fantasy XIV saying. When in doubt, go down. No? Okay. Oh, there it is. Exit. Gotcha. Just looked the wrong way. I was gonna say. Alright. So we finished this part of the binding coils. There'll be another chunk that I'm assuming is going to give us another 5 or so. Because you said there's 13 total, so we'll probably get up to 10 or something like that. And then we'll do the final 3 for the conclusion. But this looks like... Next 4, okay. How did we come to be in Northern Thanaland of all places? Oh, but such details mattered little. Grandfather is alive, Morna. Bahamut did not defeat him. But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we would both be better for a rest. Let us return to the Waking Sands and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, Morna. Without you, none of this would have been possible. I'm just in it to see where you go and how you fit into that whole chasing the Warrior of Darkness things. I mean, sure, Bahamut's cool. Where do I go next? Does anyone happen to know? It's Waking Sands, she said. Do I still have those tickets? I do. Hey, Lamb. Yeah? He? Pray return to the Waking Sands. God damn it, you were waiting. Have I finished Heavensward yet? We finished 3.3 yesterday, the Dragonstone War, which left me a crying mess. So, no, we have not. We were going to do 3.4 today, but I wasn't sure how many people would show up or who would I have available to do the binding coils. So here we are. I figured we would do this before we finish Heavensward, at the very least. See how far we could get. But the plan is to finish Heavensward by this weekend. He's in post-Dragon Song. Yeah. Okay. Urian J. Primal Alizé's Pledge? Yeah, it looks like the next quest is Alizé's Pledge. Cool. Full glad I am for thy safe return. Lady Alizé hath appraised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louisoix was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned I was for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart, I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alizé upon that which transpired with the binding coils. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. What's next? I assume that we are going to try to finish the binding coils for now. I think there are a few more turns that we have to do. Shall we begin then, Urian J? I understand that you have reports of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady. Even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartonel Flats. Strange. There have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow, the cavern took us all the way from Vilbrand to the heart of Aldenard. 'Twould seem so, my lady. Oh, I mean, after 14? Are you going to carry on to Stormblood? We will, but we're going to play Final Fantasy VII first, and then Control, and then we'll be back in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood after we finish those two games. It is all but certain, then. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartonel, and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady, taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal, and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force, till he doth waken to reign upon the land. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up. Morna. Bahamut may still live, but so too does Grandfather. For the past 5 years, he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louisoix doth yet live. I durst not hope, and thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Urian J, but I saw him with my own two eyes, as did Morna. But he vanished deeper within the labyrinth before he had a chance to speak. Two more like fragments of Dalmoons pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other two, I am certain that we will find Grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it pleases you, I shall notify the Grand Companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity. That will not be necessary, Oranje. Being the great consolator that he is, Afino will seek to unite Eorzea. I couldn't say that one for whatever reason. Unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat, while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Morna, you have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea is not past. For the sake of all those who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. I mean, we can... So that's really a question for y'all, is what's really important for me to clear in Heavensward, right? I really am in for this, mostly for the MSQ, but I don't want to ignore things that are good, right? I did say I want to do Hildebrand quest. I wouldn't mind doing other things. I don't know if Alexander is important or not to a story, or if it's just really fucking cool, and if it's really fucking cool, it's something that I could want to do. I did hear whispers that there's a notable quest on Fortemps Manor from the Manservant, The Paths We Walk, that kind of closes up a lot of the storylines from what we've seen through 3.3. I don't know. The Triad, that's ones we should do. Alexander as well. So if there's things that are lore important, I will call it, then yeah, I want to do it. I just don't want to do Titan Extreme if it does nothing for us, if it's only for glamour, or if it's only for a minion or something. I really don't care to do that type of stuff. I'm not here just for a challenge, right? I'm here to do content that will expand and help us better understand the full story that they're trying to tell, which is why I did the Crystal Tower raid series before they made it mandatory, which is why I want to do the Coils Bahamut, which is why I want to do all this extra stuff. Alex may have implications story-wise, so I want to do it. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions on quests that I should do, and it could really just be like, hey, I know this isn't a purple quest, but it's important, or I think it's important, let me know. But Lamb the Ponies, I know. But this isn't my main character, so I don't want to get all these unlocks on this character and then have to redo it later. Okay, so we did Alize's pledge. So from here we have to do another turn in the coil. Is this from Urianger? Yeah. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartana Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal, and by thy hands were truths great and terrible wrested from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, an answer doth breed profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allures. Never have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alize hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice and leap unflinching into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. Yeah, I think the birds are cooler, honestly, if we're being honest here. Mine apologies. I must have not kept you waiting over long. I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Mona, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned, and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evident of a new primal It was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Obsidians, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalmund. As you will recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered not the new primal that we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry's findings with Ramboros, preeminent scholar of the Sons of Saint Coinarch, and he, in turn, did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Allagan prison. So it seemed that Dalmund was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty unto the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unimaginable magnitudes. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Okay, so Crystal Towers absorbs energy. Dalmund takes the energies from the suns and sends it to the Crystal Towers. I forget what the Crystal Towers' purpose was. I'm going to be honest with you. I forgot. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal device that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? From the information provided to us by the Sons of St. Coinarch, we have learned that these contraptions were termed interment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. So my brain's going, if Dalmund and Bahamut were used to collect the sun's energy, based off what we're getting, if Zodiark is in the moon right now, in another moon, one of the other moons, it's collecting energies to create the eighth calamity, and they're going to use the Crystal Towers to wipe the world. I don't know their purpose, but I'm assuming Zodiark's going to use his moon to power the Crystal Tower, and then big boom doomsday stuff. Maybe. Who's to know? No one knows. Anyways, the purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, this same energies which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor truly live. He is merely allowed to be. For centuries upon centuries was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in feathers so subtle in their workings, and yet so adamant that though his cells be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Alags found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all the interment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the aether. Okay. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the 12th wood as a yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment and the second of the interment hulks can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fulgur Flow and make yourself known to my assistants. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. Cool. I will break these Alag fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Heavensward mounts are superior mounts. I like the birds. They were fun. Ponies were a little too easy. I'll take your word for it. I will take y'all's word for it. I just think in terms of cool, right? Matters of cool, the birds just look better. In my opinion. They just look a little bit better. The ponies are just average. They're just horses. Totally not reading up Nightbot documentation to see how to create a command, just so I don't have to keep typing it. You really don't need to keep typing it. All those questions are rhetorical, but if you need to, feel free. Mortimer, I've been expecting you. My name is Zanel. I have been accorded to the rank of lieutenant to an adder. No one cares what you have to say. Endeavors here in the 12th wood. Such authorities allowed me to, without fears, local solidarity, conduct preliminary investigation, Allen Spring fragment. From what we've seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored on Lanosia, and likely plays host to similar complement of Guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare like has prey seeking on comrade. West is charged of observing, fragment, and place to show you things are clear. None of that is important to the story, you're just talking about your title, so I don't care. What are these things? What the fuck? Weird. Okay. Oh, I need to use some of these. Otherwise I'll run out of space before long. Anyways. Who am I talking to? Where are you? Person somewhere around here. So you tried Reaper out last week? Really like it. Reaper is super fun. Very stylish class too. You ready to get your edgelord on, bro? You gonna be the Reaper? Tokens you can trade in for armor, some of which may look stylish. Cool. Where would I turn those in at? What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being grounded up by a bloody pulp on a granite fist, wandering golem, excites you by... my apologies, madame. Lady Azalea did send word of your impending arrival, but 'twould seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. I think it's a Mordona. Yeah. I think the Algrim Zoom tones were crafted into gear. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dawnmoon. Can barely see it. What a time to be here while it's raining. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path, which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ends. The interior? Well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located at the bottom layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alex seems so incredibly fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing for it but to brave the depths for the fragment yourself. Lady Azalea will soon be arriving at Fallgord. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril plenty, and I would suggest that you're in a slaying blah blah. Okay, no man. Once again, no one really cares of those last little bits. They're just formalities. Choose your party well and prepare. That's all it has to say. Alright, Alize, somewhere around here. There she is. Huh. Oh, because I flew. I was like, how did I get to such a random area? Mr. Small, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance provided a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is aught I might do to aid you. Oh, Lady oh, my apologies, Master Alfino. Has there been a change of plans? Get wrecked, Alfino. Uriange informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Mona, though I would strenuously deny its were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even my own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alize is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea a personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. Yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of this realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alize must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alizé is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas there that I found mine, after all. But 'tis past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, Lamoura. Lieutenant Danel, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. A little disappointed this whole thing isn't voiced, but I guess it makes sense. Lady Alizé is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your return. Blah blah blah. Finished. Still gotta talk to Alizé. Second of Coils Bahamut is now accessible. Cool. Ready? Whoa, caps lock on, sorry. Didn't mean to yell. We got one ye. I know Evs was doing a chat command. Cool. Alright. Turn 1. Let's just do. I think we're still on unsynced, right? Yeah, unrestricted party. So we're going into turn 1 for the second coils. Oh, this looks much better. Oh, this looks so much better than before. Granted, this is just the path in, right? But man, that technology sucked. Dalmun's Shadow. Alright, here we go. What the fuck? Did I just get thrown into the Shadow Realm? How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it's only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany the disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yalm. The swirling aether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Morna? 'Tis imperative that we win through the depths of the structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhaps we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress. Have you guys killed everything already? Not that I'm mad about that, I'm just curious. I just keep on seeing those messages pop up. Everything's dead. Wait, what? We doing the coils? I know where you are? I'm gonna get lost again, y'all. Don't leave me, I'm a little baby. Hi, Kit. How are you today? I didn't kill everything. Just most things. Clear, easy, breezy walk. Why are people so afraid of the coils, man? This is an easy raid. Ain't no difficulties. I mean, you can join in for the next ones. After we're done with this turn, you can definitely join in. We could probably use the help. We weren't sure if we were going to hit a roadblock with just 3 people. Specifically one who's only level 65. But we're doing it unsynced, so... if you're willing, you're more than welcome to join. Though, Kit, you did miss me crying yesterday when I finished Heavensward 3.3. I know you like watching me weep. Only level 65, this is... yeah, but I've heard it's savage. They were telling me that it might be a little difficult. I don't know, I was gonna try to run it myself. They were like, nah, you probably shouldn't. And I was like, alright. Then you must join. You must be the ones to help me through. I mean, you could have, maybe. Savage is different. Kit, did you want to join in? Because I can send you the party request. I mean, you're in a completely different world. You would have to come over. No, wait, where are you right now? In another world. I'm on my way. I guess I'm eating dinner while playing. Okay, we can do another turn. We're only at what? The first turn of 2? Eat dinner. Girl, 14 can wait. No, she says. Disconnected during a thing. Okay, alright. Fair enough. I guess I can open up my coffers then. For a while. Oh yeah, I lost net mid-raid. Oof. Oof. Let's see what this heavy Allegan stuff looks like. I may not enjoy heavy. That kind of, I don't know, implies bulk. I'm not sure if I want bulk here. Let's see here. Let's sort it up. Okay. It looks like a thing, that's for sure. It's pretty heavy. It's for sure heavy. No, those aren't it. Did I not get... I didn't get them. Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't get any gloves, I don't think. Those are short. I got little short shorts. Invite? Yeah. I couldn't while you were on a different world. Come on in. The water's fine. Alright. Let's just do another ready check. For number 2. Yeah. Alright. Let's get in it. Oh, you get some tombstones here too. Awesome. Not many, but a few. Yeah, Alex has some interesting gear. Definitely. Lead the way, friends. Carry me. That armor. No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Morna. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as the Black Wolf himself, the Legatus of the 7th Legion. Whoa. Speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Niall Van Darnus, Hellbringer of the 7th Umbral Era. Alright, that's kind of a cool helmet, though. Niall Van Darnus. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Excessive. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity names me Niall Deus Darnus. What? The one true deity? Bahamut? He speaks of Bahamut! O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water, to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. This guy's a little too flamboyant. I don't like him. He's a little extra. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory, and you will answer to me. Yeah, alright. So this was the main antagonist from 1.0, I'm assuming, right? How is this possible? From what Alphinaud has told me, now I was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of this matter, we must be on our guards. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. The one that literally players could not defeat, really. It's crazy. The outer coil. At least this one looks less awful than the previous area. At least this one looks like it has some level of cohesion. Death to everything! Aw, who is this? She looks pretty. Okay, there's so many more things around than I was expecting. Oh, they're Lamias, okay. Snake ladies. We love ourselves some good snake ladies. I guess I'll just stand in the center and do nothing. You guys have got this, right? Yeah, you guys have got this. I'm just gonna stand here. This is like a theme park ride for me. Yep. Don't even bother. I'll send out one attack. That's all I have time for. Once my cooldown stops, you guys have already killed everything. Okay. Okay. She did some flips just to get onto the platform. I respect it. I respect it. Okay, let's go. Nailed it. I have to live up to the title. That shield is ridiculous. With all the crits on there too. It's essentially 3 full shields. Bada boom, bada bing. Give me that stuff. Mine, all mine. Alright, on to the next set. Third turn, right? Yep. I don't even know if I had to access it like that, but that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. Just let me know if you guys need a break before each one, right? I'm gonna keep on just going and going so we can get these done, but like, just give me enough warning, like in the middle of a battle, because we're killing it. We don't really need to worry about mechanics, just so I have enough time to pay attention to it. I am reminded of the passage beneath Castrum Ascidians. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. Trolls be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. 'Tis difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of a dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Alligans excelled in the creation of chimerical beast, and that the Red Moon teemed with thousand fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Niall spoke of? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards? Is this one of those platform things again? Yeah, alright. So it is. To know where you... Oh, okay. Wait up. Don't know if we had to fight it or not, but bye! Oh, he's here. Oh, he's just gonna chase us? Okay, I see. I was wondering why I couldn't target him. He's just gonna chase us the whole time. Yeah, I could see this being hella annoying when it's first coming out and no one knows what the hell to do. You're like taking the wrong paths and shit. It's got too many arms. I don't like that. Reminds me of the first boss in Elden Ring. Nailed it. Boom, baby. That one's gone. Sleep well, you piece of shit. Thank you for the clear. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Just busting through these. This one hurts on Savage, I can imagine. I can definitely imagine. Did it just say you can't carry anymore? Did I run out of space? I need to go check my inventory real quick. I might have to dump some stuff off of my chocobo. Let's just double check. I still got some space. What about the armory chest? Should be fine as well. Yeah. I am running out soon, but we'll deal with that later. We're on turn 4, right? Yeah. I cleared it and hit the wrong button. My bad. Moment of truth. Alright, here we go. What's up, Quiet Cat? How you doing today? Happy Monday to you. Hopefully your day is going well. Hollow charts? Okay, weird. A little sick, but overall well. I know you weren't feeling all that well the last time we spoke. Sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. I was hoping it would clear up before long. Where the hell are we, and why is there a dull moon? I don't think it's the major. I don't think it's dull moon, but it looks like it is. No, it has to be. It has the little spikes and everything. That surely cannot be dull moon. How? Where are we? The final resting place of Nile Van Darnus. So, what's the difference between Nel and Deus? Or Van, I should say. Van and Deus. Right? Because it's Nel Van Darnus and now Deus Darnus. I don't really understand the difference, but anyways. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my God's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your graves too. No! Face reveal. It's the lady! Unexpected. In this hour of his failure, now Van Darnus felt the currents of aether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reach out, and I was born. A divine willed reach out. Okay. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. I could see Niles Bay. I could see that. Music is top tier, though. Okay. I'll try to pay attention. Hey, yo. Her neck is a little too long, but still amazing. So it seemed that little remained of Nail's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was this strange, simulacrum? Anyways, nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come. Simulacrum. Okay. Simulacrum. Words. Words are hard. Yo, where's my gun lance, bro? What's up with gun swords? Give me a gun lance. Don't hit the arena edge. Don't hit the arena edge. What's, okay, A and B? Hold on. Okay, so moment of truth. Let there be pain in mechanics. Wait till the title drops from Savage. Can't mark till drops. Titles are so. Okay, hold on. Which one do? Okay, no. Watch him just run in. Want to let him just once. Don't hit the arena edge. Okay. I don't know which ones are which, where I'm supposed to be or not. Do I go for ones? Do I go for A's? Do I go for B's? Like, are you just marking edges? I do not know. Lane can be two-shot. Stay at least one marker away. Wait, what? One marker away? Meaning like over here? At all times? Or you mean like stay within these markers? That's what you're saying, right? If you get Meteor, go to 1, count to 5, then start running clockwise. We may get multi-dropped, it hurts. Okay, so if I see Meteor being cast, if I get it on me, target it on me specifically, or anyone really, we run to one of the spots and then start running counterclockwise. Do you have to wait at a certain one? You said wait 5 seconds? At each marker? As for phase 2, I forget how share works, so burst. You'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If we wipe, we wipe. No, not too worried. And it may just be one of those things like we think. Do we have to separate? Okay. Not exactly sure. I think I kind of got it. But, like, no, so at the same time, no. Okay. That's a meteor of some sort. Okay, I got meteored. Jesus, what? I'm just gonna stay. I have no idea what's happening right now. What about this one? So this is a thing that's happening, I guess. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Because it doesn't seem like it's actually doing anything except for dropping these guys. So I don't know if it's like, oh no, we're just overpowered and like the mechanics really don't matter. Five seconds to Mega Flare. If I melt, I melt. Okay, so those are going to continuously cast. Gotcha. I mean, I think we don't really need to worry about it unsynced, right? Like, we can worry about mechanics if we were to do it properly, but it doesn't seem like... I don't even think I took a single ounce of damage. Yeah, gun lances in 14 would be sweet, dude. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, well, I'm gonna chalk it up to you guys doing well. I did nothing, and you guys did everything, so... Thank you, I guess. Of course not, I kept crit shield on you at all times. Nah, totally just tanked right through it. I took a 20k hit when I was solo running earlier, so err on the side of caution. Gotcha. And we were avoiding the insta-kill mechanics in Phase 2. That's the thing, I'm not here to do the hard fights. Like, I can always do those later. I'm here for the story, so like, if I ever want to run this normally, if we ever have enough people for an entire party, cool, I'll learn the mechanics then. But like, unsynced, not the really right time to try to learn mechanics. Poor creature, would that you have never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder? Images from your memories, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity? I kneeled to no Akon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am now Vandarnus, legatus of the 7th Legion. No, a moment. My thoughts are clouded, and this body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by a lesser moon's ancient prisoner? That will not happen again. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that's impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Niall, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisoix. You are Louisoix's grandchild? Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on. If you would have your answers, they await you at the terminus of your path. But know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? Seal yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Someone did not want you speaking anymore. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. So she was the original Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 boss, right? The main instigator from Garlean. We never saw her face. This would be the first time that one, we could defeat her, and two, see her face. I recognize that voice, Morna, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put all right when the final Hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. She was the main 1.0 antagonist from my understanding. However, she was able to be fought and beat. Okay. Okay. The one that people couldn't defeat, and they used as a mechanism to lead the calamity. That was shut down the servers in Oval. Okay. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Did he have wings before? Anyways. Let us hope that the disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found at the Lenosian Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Shadow Ninja, what's going on? Sorry, I missed your message earlier. Morna, forgive me. The moment I beheld Niall's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. 'Tis incredible the feats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. 'Twas this capacity for greatness, I believe, that Grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. "'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Urianger's learned perspective." Oh, he's close. Oh, okay, he's probably taken over by Bahamut's will or something. Or he did that so that... Nope, never mind. I was going to say so Alizé wouldn't hear what we speak of. Grandfather, it is you. Then why? Abandon this quest, Alizé. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. Yeah. He has been possessed for some reason. This is not the normal Louiswa. No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist at the pleasure of the one divine will, and the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Under the Primal's influence. That one was pretty obvious. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself. The light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as Nail. My grandsire is no more. That was naught but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged. She's gonna have to kill her grandpappy and it's gonna be sad. Oh, well. Nail did say, steal yourself, so I can't say it's completely unexpected. Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting you to want that here. Alizé's resolve. Truly is a wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to the northern Thanaland again. It would appear... I must thank you, Mora. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. But you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray go on ahead and apprise Urianger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. Okay, let's use one of my tickets. I only got 5 left, but that's fine. Alright, maybe Urianger can piece some of this more together for me. Because as of right now, a lot of it's just like a bunch of mismatched whatever do's. Don't really understand how it relates more to the total story, but we shall see. Triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of a dread task's completion, the second coil now lay dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill hath cast a shadow which felleth now across thy brow? Alright, so after Alizé's resolve... Oops. I need to do what? Another turn on the coil. Alizé's resolve. And then Fragments of Truth. Okay. An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but an ethereal shadow of Master Louisoix that Lady Alizé beheld, an unnatural conjuration in thrall to the Elder Primal. That the fiend should deign to choose him of all men. Even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she never? I think that's never deserve. Mayhaps 'twere better if the Lady Alizé did absent herself from future forays unto the coils. I have come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger. My lady, I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, now Vandarnus. Vandarnus was a legatus of the Garlean Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall, even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for now was for certainty no maid. The noble house of Vandarnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Algak. 'Twas thus that the Legatus came to learn the true nature of Dalmund, and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the Crystal Tower and the mechanism was required to command the satellite, yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling now to construct a far less suitable mechanism. And in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dalmund, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut. He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why, a simple thing like death deprived one of so useful a pawn. Though we may accuse him of bundling Vandarnus' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Nail's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship, otherwise our effects to disable the coils shall be for naught. Forgive mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the Primal's thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thy own grandsire? My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won, but by a single method: the destruction of Bahamut and aught that might serve to sustain him. Morna, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment of respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment we have a meeting. Chiso Manjo to you, for your hours only begun. Alright, let's start the next part. The third coils. Though time has dulled the pain of thine passing, I find I am wounded afresh. Master Louisoix, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlian. Yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, we truly reach for more. So you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find a use for the secrets, for the key that only you and I hold? Given our familiar propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as unlock them, and Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest to whom the door should never have been opened. Key, you say? Alright, let's start the next part. Fragments of Truth? Fragments of Truth. Man is wont to cast light wheresoever secrets lie hid in darkness, though that which he illuminateth seldom bringeth him joy. So it is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgetteth Mistress Alizé, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavy on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she has chosen, and a painful one. I pitieth, Pryth thee, Morna? Anyways, remain by her side as her valiant blade. She might see her quest to its conclusion. Morna, it is well that you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cartano Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining intermediate hulks that sustain him. 2 remaining? Jesus. Okay. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though, I have determined the locations of the fragments of Dalmunds leading to the hulks, and have been unable to find a way to enter them. If I die, let it be known. I think this is worth it. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended unto Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread primal had bound a shade of Nell van Darnus unto his will. And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayest... I fucking hate you, Arianje. Talk like a normal fucking person. Mayest recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thrall shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Arianje. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Arianje. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalmund. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Morna's company? Full oft hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of her presence alone. 'Tis possible that she may do so again. I, the White, shall search for answers... Oh, I'm sorry. I, the While, shall search for answers of my own. By the efforts combined, full sure I am that the path shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice, yet I cannot deny that what you say about Morna is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now, seek entry to the two fragments to Dalmund. One lies in the Burning Wall in eastern Thanalan, the other at the Singing Shard in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they could since have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Desk, I think it was. I made pot roast, and it has to be the best one I've ever made. I've eaten one bowl too much and I'm gonna explode. Oh boy. I mean, you could just mail some to me. I'll take some of that off your hands for you. Alright. Looks like Camp Drybone's the closest one that I can get to. So will each of these have multiple turns that we have to do, or is this generally like a 1 or 2 turn sort of deal? I can't. I ate 2/3 of it. Man, I ate the rest. Hey, as long as it's getting eaten, that's all that matters. Only small, sad, soggy potato slices remain. You act like I would care about that, right? You act like I wouldn't eat the fuck out of those potatoes. Can you get around this way? Looks like you can. Was it faster? Not quite sure. I have for sure... never mind. Actually, I have been down here. I don't know if this is the right area. I think they might be above me somewhere. Let's see. Somewhere on this path. There he is. There we go. Back in my day, the youngins didn't have no flying. I say, you are not Mr. Small. Are you not Mr. Small, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinus, madam, at your service, and may say an honor is to meet you. Okay. How goes the survey desk? My lady, it shames me to say that I found no viable path to the fragments. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. When the fragment filled and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. 'Twas this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up. Keep trying. I mean, I could just fly in there. So near and yet so far. While it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing, let us away to Mordona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinus has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there was something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the Singing Shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Desk. What? Why didn't you... Give me strength. We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Morna. This dude seems less disturbed with the fact that his brother may be dead than Alize did. Alright, to Revenant Stole. Oh, we're gonna have to come back to each of these, right? So they're just gonna make us go back and forth a bunch. That's not a fantastic feeling. I am going the right way, right? I need to be going this way. It is... Oh, it's up over here. Gotcha. I was looking for a quest marker, and I was looking for a red circle the whole time. There he is. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about the fates. Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I feared my bones were to be ground up and used for baked bread. I am relieved to see that you are unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such dangerous task upon you. My lady, your worries are wasted on me. It was nothing at all, I assure you. If it pleases you, I shall report on my findings. As you can see, though the tip of the fragment is exposed, the rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but it is like to take time, and there is really no telling how deep we may need to dig before we find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I'm forced to conclude that gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it, we are losing precious time. What do we do now? Someone better have an answer. 'Tis I, Urianger, glad tidings I have for thee and my lady. For a blessing, a way hath been found into which thou mayest enter the remaining fragments of Dalmund. Pray escort Mistress Alize to the cerulean processing plant in northern Thanland. There, all shall be made clear. Urianger has found a way. Then we must go to him at once. Oh boy, they really could have cut all this out. Huh? That was absolutely useless. That was absolutely useless. Anyways, let's see, where do I need to go for this? It's in Thanland. It's in this area. Let's go. It's these types of things, unfortunately, that I look at and I'm like, why? Right? This is why people, unfortunately, don't like certain parts of MMOs. It's just like, I went there just to be told, nope, there's no way to enter. It really did nothing except for waste my time, with way too many words. Mine apologies for summoning you thus from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. I did wonder. To my knowledge, there is no fragments in northern Thanalan. Nor are you mistaken, my lady. Yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourself had made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the Pining Coils, 'twas at the crystals formation which lieth to the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not? Yes, an ethereal stream bore us back to the surface. That much I had surmised. Are you suggesting that we can use it to return underground? And even if that is possible, would it not simply bear us back to those places which we have already explored? It need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth plain that two internment hulks may share a selfsame ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected in likewise. Thus did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the selfsame stream, in which task we were at length successful. 'Twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination, that one might reach what we may call the headwater. We propose to employ a modified aetherite, which serveth to amplify such ripples as do originate from said source. But focusing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible to make the journey, yet be fairly warned, my lady, as with all untried modes of aetherite travel, this method entaileth considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost you your life. That is a risk I'm willing to take. You are brilliant, Urianger. But I am curious, did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not help noticing your repeated use of the word we, unless you have taken to using the majestic plural in our absence. Nay, my lady, as you have correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission? Is it the Asians? Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. Because we find out later that he's consorting with Asians. Interesting. Urianger, you are a curious fellow who has a terrible speech pattern. I no longer wish to interact with you if at all possible. You can actually see the little aetherite. That's cute. So, that must be the modified aetherite. But what are the immortal flames doing here? Those men may be sworn flames of Ul'dah, but they are first and foremost faithful retainers of House Leveler. What's up, my dude? Alfino, so it was you who was helping Urianger. Who else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry, I have no intentions of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given that which is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Urianger. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent. Humph. We will speak later. Pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it meet that Master Alfino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courses yet through both your veins, and if he must needs be strucken down. Do you hear that, Alfino? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the ether. Nothing you say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire? Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours, both of us. That is why we came here, unless you have forgotten. God forbid I should ever forget, Alizé, but you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you this time. As a son of House Leveler, I would be present for his final moments. Very well, you may join us, on one condition. I make the decisions. If it pleases my lady, the name's Urkanar. Anyways, our preparations are just about complete. When you're ready to embark on your mission, just give me the word. I'll be waiting for you at the cerulean processing plant. I can't tell if she is a human or a roe. She had weird skin color, but I don't know. Anyways, pray no heed to my brother. You can rely on me. We have come far together, you and I, and together we shall see our journey to its end. Yeah, she had the weird skin color, but she didn't, what I could see, have the weird ridge on her brow. So, I wasn't sure if she was roe or not. Okay, let's see. Is this the access into the next set of coils? Or do we have to listen to more bullshit? I've been waiting for you, Mr. Small. I am pleased to say that the Aetheride's primed and ready. As you know, the remaining interment hulks are connected to the fragments in Eastern Thanalan and Mordona. It is the former that we will be sending to you first. Now you'll be starting inside the hulk, meaning you won't have to cover so much ground. The drawback being is that you'll be fighting for your life from the moment you get there. Best be prepared for anything, for my lady's sake, and not your own, if not your own. And that's all I can tell you. When your preparation in order, may even throw a prayer, your speed return on the safety. Cool, thank you, fair enough. We ready, party? Is my party ready after all this fucking talking? We got ready, O's, yes, and yeses. Okay, final coils. Okay, so these are the final coils through turn 1 through 4. So we've had 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these are literally the final coils then. What about the ones in Mordona that she had spoken of? Interesting. Central decks. So this is how it looks on the inside. The intermediate hulk still functions. The teleportation was a success. We are come to the right place. There's no telling how much further Bahamut has regenerated since we last beheld him. Let us make haste to the main bridge and deactivate the coil. There were receptacles similar to these in the previous Hulk. Those held chimerical beasts, but only the Alligans know what other abominations may be sleeping within. They may well be part of Damon's internal defenses. We must stay on our guard at all times. It's a little less impactful when you can't even see their eyes through their hair. Alright. Let's do this. Ready to get carried again. Beautiful. Nailed it. Tally-ho! Oh, uh-oh, careful now. Probably shouldn't have started that, but we're fine. Alright, follow the leader. Clockwork spiders. Oh, glad I get to click any buttons besides walk, huh? Oh. Okay. Those are a little close to each other, huh? Kind of puts you right on the spot where you can get launched back. That's always fun. Prepare yourself to be carried. For sure, dude. Is this the birthplace of all dragons? I want that as a mount, please. That is awesome. Ah, yes, the memorable boss. I'm good. This dude's sweet, dude. I love his, like, little whisker things. They're awesome. Seriously cool. Oh, okay. Bye. Guess rest in peace. Oh, he's invulnerable right now. Gotta wait till all his ads are done. Still invulnerable. Waiting for him to do literally anything. I guess we weren't supposed to do that fast. Huh. Are we supposed to do something else? Or is it just literally a waiting game? Wow, this is great. Great boss. Love it. Yeah, clearly we weren't supposed to kill all those things that quickly. But goddamn, dude. Didn't go by percentages or anything, it just went by freaking time. Electric burst. There it goes. Sweet, easy peasy. Dude, I'm gonna be able to get more of my new gear. Sweet. We've been getting 100 each. By the 12 dragons, so many. We are aware that the Alligans possessed the means to control the creatures, but to imprison them thus is barbaric. I would not wish such a fate upon my worst enemy. 'Tis plain that no love was lost between the Allags and the dragons, but was it truly necessary to keep so great a number here? Delmund did not want for defenses. This we have experienced firsthand. Such guardians as the Allags created, both living and unliving, were surely no less capable of repelling intruders than these poor creatures. I wonder if they're powering the faith for Bahamut. Tell me something, Alizé. Have you not managed to determine by whose will Bahamut exists? Yep, like I said. The dragon's will. No, I have not. At first, I assumed that Bahamut had no people of his own, that the Alligans had perhaps discovered a way to simulate power itself. However, Nail's words gave me cause to reconsider, specifically the Shade's mention of Bahamut's beloved children. From that, I inferred that the Primal is given form by the wills of worshippers whom we have yet to... There it is, the answer. Oh. God, strike me down for a blind fool. Bahamut's beloved children, right there before my very eyes. How could I be so stupid? Who else but the dragons of Eld would summon Bahamut? Who else but they could sustain him? And to think I wondered why the Alligans kept them imprisoned here. Even should the flame of Bahamut's life go out, his faithful children would summon him back. For this reason, the Allagan Empire kept an army of dragons here in a perpetual state of duress, that they might sustain the Primal's existence. Truly, the Allagans' ingenuity knows no bounds, and neither did their cruelty. Small wonder that Bahamut was so enraged. Let no one deny that it was man who sowed the seeds of the calamity. Will you now turn your hatred towards our own kind, dear sister? Do not patronize me, Alphino. I merely acknowledge our guilt. Lest you be in any doubt, I have no intention of allowing Bahamut to lay the world to waste, regardless of the atrocities the Alligans committed against his kind. We have no choice but to eliminate all who worship him, be they his children or his thralls. It seems reasonable to assume that the system responsible for the primal's regeneration is also responsible for sustaining the captive dragons. If we dispose of it, disable it, all should perish. Let us press on. So I actually had kind of mentioned this earlier in Heavensward. I'd wonder if binding the wills of the primals so that they don't return to the ether, almost similar to how we do with the Asians, is a way to prevent their resurrections. And it kind of seems like that's true. If we had straight up just killed Bahamut, or the Alligans had straight up killed Bahamut, they would have suffered because he would have been able to be resummoned at any given point as long as the dragons existed. So this seems like a workaround. Keep him in a perpetual state of death but not living. That's what I'm gathering. I don't know if that's actually true or not. And there's also a very good chance I'm just completely missing the entire point of this entire thing. Regeneration grid. I feel like I'm walking into like Tron or something. I've been granted the power of the Echo, y'all. I'm the chosen one. What's happening here? Oh, okay. Jump pads. Do we not know which one? I think I'm starting to remember. Oh, I have to pick? It doesn't really matter which one we go to? I didn't realize. Normally you guys know exactly which ways to go, so I figured that you were trying to remember or something. I didn't realize that you wanted me to pick. Oh, and are you two going somewhere else? Is that what's going on? You two have one area, we have the other. Oh no, you're here behind us. Okay. What the hell are these things? Okay. Interesting mechanic. Could I honestly say that these are fun in comparison to the Crystal Tower raid? I don't think so. But again, we haven't really been fighting. Well, I haven't been fighting. But I would say the Crystal Tower raid just had more engaging and interesting things going on with it than the Coils have. But maybe that's just me. And normally is this an alliance raid thing, or is this like a 4 or 8 man normally? How many people come through on this one? I would assume 8, right? Okay. Kalia, huh? Cool. I like your head. The rest of you is looking a little weird, but... Barrow fields? What the hell? Okay. Okay. So, things happened, and I'm not exactly sure how. Center kill plane. So do not stand towards the center. Huh. Keep off center. Gotcha. Interesting. To be honest, I was texting, remembering this a bit. Okay, so keep off the center. Otherwise, bad shit's about to happen. Gotcha, okay. Now we're all safe. We just didn't pull him far enough, so we all got trapped in there. Gotcha. Nerve cloud. And still coiling. We're going through the whole thing. I wanted to do it before we finish Heavensward. And it, even unsynced, it does still take a while. It's a lot of talking is the problem. Well, we're on the final one, so we have 2 more to do after this. From what I understand. Ah, 3 hours of coils, though. Doesn't feel like it, but here we are. Why, this looks like model of Bahamut, yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed at this unchanging view. Trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him, unable to move, denied the release of death, how his hatred for men must have burned. And that hatred found an ideal vessel in Nal Vandarnis. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed, but knowing the true extent of his fury, I am more convinced than ever of the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, his is not the only soul that cried out for vengeance. Alright, cool. Let's go in. Is it... Shit, were we on the 3rd or 4th? We're on the 3rd, okay. Alright. Let's get in here. Regardless if there's more stuff after we finish the 4th one, I'm going to take a quick little break. Actually, even maybe after this one.
Gods,
not even...
He is almost whole again.
Voice acting, cool. I just want to go get a drink real quick, but we'll see. Okay, so he is growing more and more as we do more coils. Cool. Main bridge.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on.
Does Alizé get a new voice actress? I'm not sure how I feel about her voice right now.
Grandfather? No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such. You are but his twisted shape, the thrall of a mad primal.
Same Regal as Alphino's, yeah. Alphino's fine. Alize, not so much.
Warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
Fenrir, didn't you chat earlier in chat? Why does it tell me you're a first-time chatter? Weren't you here earlier?
Be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear.
Oh, I've heard
Hero who gave his life in
Alphino's new
defense of the realm.
voice actor. We've gone through
Do you truly
Heavensward.
dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grand.
Oh, that's right. You followed.
Your
That's right. That's where I saw the name
shaped
first.
by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice. 'Twas in the twilight of the third astral era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Alagon Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable in their advance. Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god. Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Alagon's boundless greed and hubris. I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny. As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace. Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race. Stand together? Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face. If history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide your differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Alagon? And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
Oh shit.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louissois. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
I've transcended beyond.
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth.
Yeah, seriously, calm down, Goku. Weird shit, bro.
You would have them. Then you must needs take them by force. Come, rend this divine form asunder and claim your answers.
I'm gonna beat this old man's ass, bro. That was the coolest fucking looking creature I've ever seen in my life. I love it. I love it.
But I thought... No. He has become a primal?
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
Can't say I know this primal off the top of my head. Which summon was this?
Please, for his sake and for ours, you must defeat our grandfather.
I love our pretty lady crew. It's fantastic. We have such beautiful characters. No, it's totally rhetorical. What the hell is all this? What does this mean? Someone please explain. Oh, it's Phoenix? I was not expecting Phoenix to glow blue. Alright, things are happening. I'm assuming these are going to be for not wiping, but that's a lot of symbols to come through all at once. Okay, we all know the plan. Let's do this. Fuck it, let's go! Leroy fucking Jenkins! I love this shit, dude. Feels good. Benius? What the hell is that? Alright. I think the symbols are just to psych us out. I don't think they're actually anything to worry about right now. Invulnerable. Gotcha. Flames of Rebirth. Benu. Everyone's standing outside that circle, so I will as well. Easy peasy. Never recoil synced. I would like to eventually, but for now, I would like to just get the story. Yeah, it was wild. I could only imagine. I could only imagine. Sweet, dude. It's the wait. All right. Bet it isn't as bad level sync now. Item level was rough. Oh, for sure, dude. Low item level. No one knowing what they were doing.
Grandfather is truly gone this time. But better it end this way than the alternative.
So why Phoenix specifically? Why would he turn into Primal Phoenix? Why? Because we thought he was dead, but then his shade wasn't?
I am yet here, Alice. My dear, sweet granddaughter.
Grandfather?
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control. These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
Cool.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become. Alfino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes, yes, of course. You have come far to hear the truth. Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartano, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut. In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage. Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
Flashback. Okay. We've seen a lot of this, or heard a lot of it, but from here on is where we get new information. So this would have been after he teleported us and used that magic and kind of got blasted away. Hey, yo! Straight up Goku this shit! Let's fucking go, dude! Louis Swa the badass! No wonder they need to go CG for this. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. Sweet, so how does Bahamut get put in to the underground? What the fuck? What was that structure that just started blowing up? Was that like the framework of Dalmund? Where's all these rock formations that have like these tendrils? What the fuck is that?
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, the sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether. This drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal. I became the immortal phoenix, ancient symbol of rebirth. Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow shattered his earthly form, and a shower of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea.
Yeah, that would definitely be worth it, for sure, after all that suffering.
The deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay. But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my fast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be. Not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long as some piece of Bahamut persists, the coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Dalamud appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground, they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner. And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart. Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration. Whether it be for man or for dragonkind, the question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave naught but a smoldering wasteland for both his children and ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea and guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find.
Alright, so we still need to stop one more Hulk.
This portal will take you to the final internment, Hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end. Alvino, Alize, pray, come closer. Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
Of course, Grandfather. I have already made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive and flourish.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction, I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you. See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength in which I have faith.
Thank you for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
There are records of an art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise. And though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you. Alvino, Alize, my darling grandchildren. May light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
Obviously, they always talk about Louis being their granddad and stuff. What about their parents? Do they just, like, not have parents that they care about? Their parents die? And granddad took care of them from babies? What's going on there? This family dynamic is weird. Gotcha.
Come, warrior of light. Our task remains undone.
Bro, I don't remember what Louis said like 3 lines ago. Hell no, I don't. Who the hell is that? Who the fuck are these people? What are you doing here? Get out of my cutscene. No, I straight up never remember anything anyone says. Alright, final coil. Let's fucking go. Someone's gonna have to piece this together and be like, alright, so remember when he said that? But yeah, totally. And they'll be like, alright, so what he really meant was this. And I'd be like, oh, totally, I see it. First playthroughs and listen-throughs, like, absorbing information doesn't always work for me. I'm always one of those people, like, I have to look at something again, right? When I, like, rewatch this later, I'll be like, oh, how did I miss that? Gonna drag this out a bit. Alright.
But at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether.
As if the story didn't drag it out enough. I was not expecting this to be 3 hours.
did not think him capable.
Alize! Alize!
I had thought it finally over. I will not survive another blast. No. Is this how I honor my promise to Grandfather?
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, Grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have. That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness.
Cheering through endless clouds of darkness.
The miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable. Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc.
I don't like her voice
Let
actress.
your wrathful fires
Sorry.
consume all that we know and love.
The sound of Phoenix through there too. I heard the screech.
How long I have waited to hear you say that! You have found your resolve at last! Let me join my strength to yours. In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one.
Wonder Twin powers activate. One giant book, one giant grimoire.
For the future of Eorzea!
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
I always loved Japanese posing. Oh, that was supposed to be how many party members we were with. I was like, that's a lot of beams. We don't have that many people. Here we go. Let's fucking go. It's my favorite song in Final Fantasy. Let's fucking go. What's this song called? Answers or something? Answers. Are we going? flatten. Alright. Yeah, sure, things are happening. One down. That was clearly supposed to take a little longer. Oh, weak. The sins of Mercidia. Fantastic. What? 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 Okay, there's clearly something you're supposed to do to avoid that, but, who fucking knows? Well, you guys probably do. Be away from others, realize it's a major knockback. So, like, get as close to him as possible, because he'll knock you into that, which kills you. It's not the official hit that kills you, it's the knockback into the, out of the arena. And don't stack with others who have bad marks above them. Yep. "10 seconds to Terra Flare." Hell fucking yeah. This is why this is the best song in the fucking game, dude. Just straight up here to enjoy the hell out of this. What the fuck? Okay, couldn't move. I'm gonna move away. I have a tether on me. What the fuck? Oh, shit. What the fuck? Well, never mind. Didn't matter what the fuck the tether did. It's still the best song. Answers is still the best song. Top 10. Can't beat it. Nothing I've heard in this game so far has ever come close to it. Well, that should be it. That should be all of the binding coils, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for everyone helping me complete that. Obviously, it's not the correct way of doing it, right? We did it unsynced. We didn't do it for reals, but we did it. It was for the story. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless something major happens within this last cutscene, I don't know if it was worth it. I'm sure all y'all who did it the first time through was like, this was amazing. But someone who's going through it now, I'm not quite sure.
You did it!
Yeah, I'm hoping it pays off later. Because I'm iffy on it right now. But I had to remember that this is mostly still an extension of A Realm Reborn, so the writing style is still a little until Heavensward really kicks in. So I had to kind of judge it pre-Heavensward.
But one task remains. With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
Okay, so he has essentially returned to Aether, but his heart is still here. Ah, no longer. So now the problem is Bahamut could technically be resummoned at any point, as long as the dragons believed in him enough. So even though he's no longer regenerating, he's now in the Aether, and with enough willpower, he could just be resummoned into the world. So it's good that he's gone. Kind of not great, though.
Tis done. He is truly gone.
Not really.
You knew, didn't you? You knew with grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation? Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good. We cannot encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened. Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
Fear not, Alfino. I understand what must be done. The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved. That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough. Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Urianger must be beside himself with worry.
Okay. Gotta go to sleep. Everyone, thank you so much for being here with us. Tomorrow, I don't know if you guys will be available, but maybe Alexander? I don't know. If you guys are available, if not, I'll continue just doing 3.4, my class quest. I'll probably do the Path We Walk. So don't feel obligated. We'll catch together some other time. But at some point, we probably should do Alexander. But Sonic, have a great night. Thank you for joining me on this and helping me through. Carrying me through, I should say. Alize's Path. And here we are again. After that descent into darkness, the desolation of northern Thanalan seems paradisal. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of Eorzea will require certain assurances that the threat of a new primal is gone. Kept in the dark overlong, 'tis only a matter of time before they seek answers of their own accord. Let us recommend that the fragments of Diamond are sealed off, that the truth may rest undisturbed. But first, we must go and report to Urianger. It would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we shall find him pacing up and down at the cerulean processing plant. Admittedly, the day I'm not available, I'm probably dead. I mean, I can do it another day. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Honestly, I probably want to break up not doing story and story-related content. Because, like, again, this was alright, but it definitely wasn't the story, right? So they can only keep non-important, non-mandatory stuff only so good, right? I would assume. So, Alexander doesn't need to happen now. Like, look how long it took me to do Coils Bahamut. I might be jonesing to do story tomorrow. We'll see. The Warrior of Lights. The Warrior of Light returneth undimmed from the depths of darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend, full glad I am of thy safe return, but where, pray, are Master Alfino and Mistress Alize? Here, my friends, forgive our lateness, we took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more, the realm is safe. Yeah, by the heavens, look at you! What horrors your young eyes must have seen. What suffering your young bodies must have borne. Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make for you a poultice which draweth out. Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hearts are healed. I believe we have the grandfather to thank for that. Master Louisoix, then you met with him once more, but wherefore should Bahamut's thralls seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend, but first there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deemed it best to bar entry to all of the fragments of Damland. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith. A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Urianger and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through just as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way. No, naught could be further from the truth, Alize. My lady, 'tis mine earnest belief that your brother hath your best interest at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, as you allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it is settled. Urianger, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story. Alfino. Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved together stands as a testament to that fact. Whatever the path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same ends. Of that I am certain. Thank you. I still don't know Alize's goal. Hopefully she tells it to us as like, okay, well, I'm going to go on a journey and do this. There's a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. It won't take a moment. She needs that Heavensward drip. This is a Realm Reborn drip. It sucks. It looks like a burlap sack. The landscape is the same. Of course, there is no reason that it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I have no doubt that Alphino will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity. And such truths as were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. But the thought that the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savor, of your deeds, the injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. How typical of you, Morna. Ever the heroine, ever so. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You were the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nael, and the dragons of Mercidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. When the dust of our adventure has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea. And when I do, I will fight with all my being. Okay. So she's just going to do a nebulous journey. You have done so much for me, Morna. One day, I hope to be able to repay you in kind. I have no doubt but that you will continue to help those in need and grow ever stronger in doing so. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alphino.
Great job! You found conviction.
When next we meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you.
Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, I'm so glad I did this. Maybe not at the point that I did it, but I'm glad that I did it before doing 3.4. Because it will kind of just be nice to see Alizé again. We'll see where her journey took her. So we can almost consider this almost like a flashback, if we will, if we want to put it in the continuity of our adventures struggle, if you will. Be like, yeah, remember that time we did the coils? And then we're about to see Alizé again. It all fits. It all fits. Alright. So that took 3 hours 40 minutes essentially to do. Obviously it's a weekday and I can't play as long or start as early as I could on the weekends. So unfortunately we will have to stop here as for where our stream is, because I need to start settling down, get ready for bed, and in order to wake up for tomorrow. So everyone who was here, Dark Oblivion Sky, Epsilon, Kid Fox Amy, thank you for being here, helping me through coils, carrying me through coils, so that I could see that story. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I know it wasn't as impactful as 3.3 or any of other Heavensward, but I hope you guys have a good night and are looking forward to tomorrow's stream, where we will probably do the quest, The Path We Walk, that will kind of give a capstone onto patch 3.3 Heavensward, and we'll probably do our class quest. Depending on where those take us, we may be able to get through part of 3.4, but who knows. Alright, y'all. Have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. I will see you tomorrow or the next stream, whatever you watch these VODs or whatever it may be. Have a great night. Peace out, and much love to you.